Hey everyone, Scott here with Forever Armed again. Today I'm just giving an after-action report on a class I took at Tactical Response about a month ago. The name of the course was Tactical Instructor. This was a 5-day course geared toward teaching you how to teach and be an instructor, a firearms instructor. The class was taught primarily by Aaron Little, James Yeager, and Reed Henricks. Just to start things out, I'll go day by day on this. The first day was a Monday morning. We started out with everyone getting up in front of the class and giving a 30 to 60 second presentation, like an introduction about themselves. After that was done, it was mostly a lecture for a couple of hours on teaching us how to teach and things like that. Some of the business aspects of running a firearms school. We did that for a couple of hours. Then after that, we dove basically head first into an impromptu presentation. What this was basically you went up in front of the class. One of the instructors pointed at a topic on a piece of paper and said, "Here you go." So you had no time to prepare for this presentation, and you had no idea what the presentation was going to be about, and you had to talk about this topic for 3 minutes. There was a wide variety of topics, from hydration to ammunition to range bags to range etiquette to my topic, for instance, was concealed carry. I felt pretty lucky that I got that topic because it's something that I'm knowledgeable about and was able to kind of get through 3 minutes of topic conversation on. So after everyone gave their impromptu presentations, toward the end of day one, then we were told, okay, now you're going to give this same topic the next day a planned presentation. So everyone went, so we had homework basically. So we went everyone back to the team room that night and worked on their planned presentations. So the next morning I gave a planned presentation for 12 minutes, or from 12 to 15 minutes on my topic, which was concealed carry. If you want, in the description below this video, I'll put a link to a video of my presentation that James Yeager has posted on his YouTube page. So after everyone gave their their planned presentations on their topics, we went through more lecture. James came in and gave a ton of information on the behind-the-scenes ways of running a firearms training company. He just gave it a lot of information. I was amazed at the amount of information that he, behind the scenes, basically personal business information that he actually gave us. Later on, then on day 2, we were told, okay guys, now for the rest of this week, we're going to be putting together an actual tactical response class. The class was going to be called Basic Fighting Pistol. This was going to be a 4-hour classroom class, no range time, just in the classroom, teaching people about firearms. This was intended to be for people who either never touched a firearm before or are just getting started in it. Once again, we were given homework. We came up with a list of topics. There was 13 students, so we came up with 13 topics. The topic that I chose was shooting fundamentals. So once again, we had homework that night as well. We were told to come up with an outline of what we were going to teach. So then Wednesday morning we went in and everyone again got in front of the class. So this is basically now our 3rd time giving a presentation in front of a classroom. Went up in front of the class and basically discussed our outline. The idea was that the instructors were there to listen to what you were going to teach. They wanted to make sure that everything that was important on the topic was included in your outline. You didn't have anything that shouldn't be in there. And also you got feedback from the rest of the students there that were there listening to your topic and your outline. And then again on Wednesday, we went through more lecture on Wednesday as well. A lot of great information. Then later on in the day, we were told, okay, here's more homework. We went back to the team room and each of us ran through our presentations that we were going to give for the actual basic fighting pistol class. So in the team room, we'd gather up in like groups of 3 or 4 people and practice giving our presentations. Then on day 4, we practice our presentations in the classroom at Tactical Response in front of everybody. So this was like a dry run of our actual presentation we were going to be teaching on the class on day 5. That took up most of the day because it was, at least 4 hours. There was some more lectures as well on day 4. Then on day 5, we actually taught the class. We had agreed to all have kind of a similar look as students teaching the class, so we all had black polo shirts with either khaki pants or shorts. So we all, kind of had a professional look about us. We taught the class. It went over really well. It was nice teaching people that you felt were real students that were actually there trying to learn from you. So that was a great experience. Some of the things I took away from the class is that one thing that this class drove home constantly is, teaching you how to teach. It wasn't focused toward, hey, here's what you should teach, here's the drills you should teach at a range and so forth. It wasn't about that at all. They didn't go into detail as what you should teach. It was mostly, here's how you teach, okay? I mean, they went over some of the basics, shooting fundamentals and marksmanship and mindset and some of the things that you should teach, but they didn't get into detail specifically. It was more, this 5-day course was more geared toward, here's how to teach people, okay? So that's the one thing that you need to know about this class. Some of the things I found most difficult, the impromptu presentation, that was probably the most stressful thing for me, to just get up in front of a group of people, especially my peers who were all firearms people anyways, and go up in front of them not knowing what my presentation is going to be on and not having it planned at all. That was probably the most difficult part of this class for me. Other than that, it was a great class. I felt really honored, privileged to be able to take the class. It's only taught one time a year, so that's about it. If you have any questions or comments, just post them below and I'll try to get back to you. Once again, this is Scott with Forever Armed, and just reminding you, to be ready for the moment, you must train for the moment.